I haven't talked about books in a very long time on this channel, so this is what we are going to talk about, books. This year has been very good in terms of reading. I have read some really great books, and on that, I'm going to make a separate video. But today, we are going to talk about the parcel which I received today. Even though I have got a lot of unread books in my bookshelf, but this is what I will be reading in the next 2 or 3 months. And if you are new here, my name is Roshan, and on this channel we learn spoken English. And once in a while, I talk about books and the kind of films I love to watch. Even though I have made a separate channel to talk about movies, so if you want my thoughts, if you want detailed reviews that I will be making hopefully in the upcoming weeks, then make sure to subscribe. Now, I recently purchased this e-reader called X-Tay Ink X4, and so far I have read 3 books in this little machine, this dumb e-reader. It has only one function. You can only read books here. I read Red Rising. Then I thought that I like to read physical books, even though this is great, but this should not be my main reading tool. Because again, if you read a small text, then you are going to face a lot of problems with your eyes in future. So right now I think that my eyes are working properly, so why should I be putting a lot of pressure to read this tiny text? I'll put a photo to show you how small the text is. And this is a great tool, but it should not be your main reading device. For example, if you are going out and you feel conscious to read a book in a public space, then great alternative. And for somebody like me who is a phone addict, I think we should carry this along with our phone because whenever you get that urge to scroll reels or to check your phone, even though nobody is texting you, but you want to make sure that yeah, I have to be updated with whatever is happening in the world. So I think this is a great tool to have along with your phone. Now, so Red Rising is total 6 books, and the author is planning the 7th one. And even though if you want to stop reading after a trilogy, you can. But if you love it, then go ahead, read the whole freaking series. So I went and bought part 4, that is Iron Gold. I have already started reading this. So basically, Red Rising is a science fiction novel or series which is based in a dystopian world where we have conquered solar system, but still even after reaching to solar system, still there is a hierarchy of race. This time it is based on colors. So society is divided on colors: red on the bottom, gold on the top, and in between there are a lot of other colors. And also the writing of this whole series is so fun to read. I mean, they, even though the books are, you can see, bulky, the number of pages in each book is near to 400, 600. Sometimes I think this one is almost 800, but you don't feel it in the writing. It's just such a page turner. You just want to know what's going to happen next. And the characters are likable, especially the main character. You feel like it's going one sided, then something happens, and you know what, I don't want anything bad to happen to these characters. And when you have invested a lot of time in characters, in the world building, then you are able to resonate with some part of it, and you feel like you are living in that world. So that's what happens with me every time I pick up a series. I just can't stop reading it. So this is what I'll be reading this month, July. It's gonna take at least 30 days to complete this too. Now this book, James by Percival Everett, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly or not, is based on slavery. And I love reading stories on redemption. And this was recommended by one of my favorite booktubers. So I was looking for some story which is grounded, more realistic. So I thought to give it a shot. As much as I want to read Indian authors, I also want to read American authors. So I recently read a book by John Steinbeck, which was a short story, a short novella, and but this is his most critically acclaimed or the most popular book. So I wanted to give it a shot, East of Eden. Again, this was recommended by one of my favorite YouTubers, and this is quite popular on the internet these days in terms of classics. So this is what I'll be reading after I'm done with these things. So in talking about Indian authors, I got another book, In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. I haven't read anything from her, but this book is about language. She is talking about her love for Italian language, and I think she wrote this book in Italian, but later on this was translated in English, but she didn't translate it, even though she has written some books in English and she is popular in Indian authors. So let's see how it turns out about languages. So these are the 5 books that I will be reading in these upcoming months, July, August, and I'll keep you updated. And even though I have read more than 5 to 6 books in the past 6 months, I couldn't make reviews on them. So That's going to be my goal in the upcoming weeks. Along with my course videos, I will be working on them. So this was a book haul video. If you have read any of these books, leave a few comments. And if you want more book recommendation, book suggestions, book reviews, and if you want to learn this language, make sure to subscribe. And if anybody out there is looking for online spoken English classes where you can learn with me, learn in a community, then you can reach out to me on this number and I'll share the details of my classes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.